But I
I have
texted. I
one,
texted it.
one,
I
one
texted.
white hair. You see this?
Well, whatchamacall, one white hair. You're getting old, buddy, but we still love you. Your fans love you. That's what we're going to talk about on the show. You're getting
Now,
old.
now
Hidden truths
even
of the
more.
universe.
Now even
Yeah,
more.
you're older since you're 17 seconds older since we started.
Fuck,
So,
I'm older now than I came.
yeah, 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 yeah. All right.
It
So you know what we're going to
looks
do?
even.
Well, you know what we can do while we're waiting for Vicky. We can run the credits, and then if hopefully Vicky shows up in time to join the show.
It's running. The time is running.
I know. Here we
We
go.
have
We're
started.
not going to do the credits. We have the fans have to
Give
know
the
what they're watching.
credits. Give the credits.
This is 2OF Entertainment.
Hey, here we is, everybody. We're live, kicking butt.
How are
How
you
you doing,
going?
Adam?
How are you doing?
I'm good,
Good,
man.
good. I'm good. It's almost summer here without spring. Just from winter came to summer, but
Okay.
spring is coming anyway. I mean, it
Spring is
suddenly from
coming.
12 degrees. It
Yeah.
was 12 degrees, and it was
So
the
for the
most
people that don't understand Celsius, 12 degrees is 54 is 54. Go ahead, Fahrenheit.
54.
And
Yeah,
there we go.
yeah, and from
Miss
12
Vicky was just
degrees,
about to join
like
us. She
10,
sent me a text that said she was coming. So she was busy, and now here she is. How was your
she's
coming?
was coming.
Did
She
you?
came.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm not
Hello.
playing with you this morning, Stephen. Be nice.
Oh, she's tired.
Here is not
I don't
morning,
have
so
any
don't
I
worry.
don't have any coffee. I only have water, so I'm
Oh my
already
God!
cranky.
Uh-oh.
Go fix a coffee. I
I'm
have one
so
for you
cranky.
here, a cold one.
Oh, Adam, don't
Fredo,
leave me.
Why don't you have coffee,
espresso
Vicky?
Fredo.
Ah, I got up late.
You can during the commercial break, you can always get a coffee.
The commercial break. You mean the intro?
We already did the
You,
intro.
you
Oh,
can
we're
have a
live
coffee
now.
without the
Hi, whatever.
commercial. You can have a coffee without the commercial.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I
leave
am the
now. You guys
host
talk.
here, and I allow you to make a coffee now in front
Okay,
of
okay.
yeah. You
I
can
love
do
you, Adam.
now. Yeah,
Okay.
you can
Vicky's
do.
gonna go make coffee,
I will.
everybody.
I will
Yeah.
talk with him, so don't worry. I'll.
Yeah, talk with me. There you go. That's too funny. I love when we do live because it's always unpredictable. So
Yeah, because that's live. That's the way live.
it's
All the
live. That's
other
how it
live
should
that
be.
it's everything is set. It's professional and fake.
Yeah. And ours is not. Ours is live.
I'm
So
not
talking
sure, but
about
in
live,
generally, professional means fake.
well, that's why the hookers, they're professionals. They fake. There you go.
Not
So and
only.
Vicky, no, wives are professional hookers. I don't care what you say. They fake too. They just need a new Mercedes, and they're like, this is wonderful. The ceiling needs to be painted beige. So it's the same thing. So it's just
Yeah, but
legal.
they are faking because the man wants them to fake.
Right.
That
We want
means
them to
that
louder
means
and
that the
scream. Right.
man is a
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
from the prostitute. I mean,
Yeah.
if they expect like pleasure or something from her side,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a problem for the guy. I
Yeah.
mean,
You think?
you have
Exactly.
rented
Oh,
prostitute.
Vicky was whatchamacallit. Vicky was commenting. So
Oh, what a beautiful coffee!
look at this. Here we go.
What
Let's
does it
give everybody.
say? Yourself. Oh my
Love
God.
yourself.
Love
Love
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah.
Basically, that's kind of what we're discussing.
That's the meaning we want to
Yeah,
pass through today.
that's when you don't have to fake it, Stephen.
That's right. Well,
Oh, you
no,
see? That's a
I
real
never had a fake.
coffee. It's
It's a
not
real
any
coffee.
kind.
And
It's a coffee
she's
that
ready.
David Lynch was drinking.
Right. She's ready. She's ready. She's ready now to banter because she's had her coffee. So what started this whole thing is as we went live, Vicky texted me and said, coming. And I just wrote kinky. And that's what started this. And
Kinky.
she wrote coming COM, not CUM. So I, with my perverted mind, because I have a photographic and pornographic mind.
Vicky,
And
you
so
know
I
he's
wasn't
not
really
okay
used to
with the head. You know he's not
Yeah,
totally
no, I know.
okay. Yeah, yeah, you
Either
know.
one of
you
the
know.
two
So
old
so
parts
let's
are okay.
let's smile. Just smile.
It's like the Madagascar. They smile and wave, boys.
Let him
Smile and
speak and
wave.
say those silly things.
Mm.
How to say you're okay when you're not okay.
Okay.
You say not okay.
talking about okay, we should probably send our well wishes to David, who is stuck on
Yeah,
his yacht in the
He's
Mediterranean
actually
because
sick this time.
he's
yeah,
very sick because the fourth mojito was too strong.
yeah, or he got seasick on his yacht in the Mediterranean.
You know,
Yeah.
when
Apparently,
you're out,
I'm in Mediterranean too. I'm in the middle, and what? I'm working every day.
oh,
You see,
yeah,
not in my yacht. I will
yeah,
never have one,
yeah. Well,
but
you
I'm
can go on
going
David.
this summer to one.
You're going to go on David's yacht this summer. Okay,
No, I'm going
yeah.
to island hopping here. With a
Really,
catamaran.
nice.
Yeah, and
a
we're going to
catamaran.
a place that I haven't been. I mean, I have been in winter. We're
Right.
going to Corfu.
Cool.
Oh,
Which
wow.
you know that they are now it's in production. They're shooting it. The film by Nolan, Odyssey,
Right.
Oh, really? Okay.
and some parts are in Greece. Some parts, very few, are in Greece. Others
Right.
are happening in Morocco and Malta and other
Wow.
things.
Um,
Yeah, and it's I'm waiting for this movie because you know that the story, the Odyssey and everything, it's an allegory,
Yep.
of course, and it's supposed to be one of the best books that ever written. But in fact, it wasn't written. It was a song. It was an ancient song by Homer.
Okay.
Because the Greeks, they didn't have paper, and people didn't know how to write. They just spoke. They had the alphabet and everything, but they wrote on the clays, on the piece of clays,
Right.
and or stones or marble and stuff. So we still have writings. And it was a song about the life of Odyssey, about taking him 10 years from the Trojan Wars to come back home, and all the adventure that he had. And it is an allegory of life in general. That life. It is. Some people say it is the destination, but I mean, what is actually the destination? I mean, the only credible destination for everybody is death. There's no other. I mean, it's a common one that we have. Well, it's not the only common one because we are hungry, we eat, we enjoy food, we enjoy love, sex, movies,
Ooh.
music. Oh, you
Again.
heard sex again.
I'm excited. I'm awake.
Vicky, don't say anything. Just smile.
Vicky smiled. Vicky's remembering the last time she had it, and so she's
Every
like,
time you
"Henry."
wake up, we will just smile.
Love yourself.
Yeah, Stephen.
That's why she has the mug.
Stephen,
Love yourself.
I was thinking when I walked today because it just came from work. I don't know your surname. Also, Vicky, I don't know your last
We
name.
won't just, we're not going to say it on air.
Oh my God, it's okay.
Because and the reason
Vicky
we
cannot
don't,
say because she's involved with all this.
because South Korean and
The
North
North
Korean
Koreans might
presidents,
kill
With
Yeah.
all the scandals,
Yeah.
international scandals between South Korea, North Korea, Asia,
Yeah.
USA, and
They're
Mars.
listening, so I can't. If I want to get
Yeah.
a visa again,
Big story.
But
We
I'll
cannot
tell
start
you
it.
off. I'll tell you off. air.
I'm surprised that she's not having Elon Musk's child, because apparently every woman's having a child by Elon.
Well, she will have, but without touch, like Mary, without meeting them.
By Mary, but
She will
that's
meet
not true.
Conception.
she will meet a flower. Vicky will meet a flower, and 9 months later, what the
That's how
fuck?
Zeus did it, right? That's
Yeah,
how Zeus was
and
like
they
a
will-
cow or a swan or something, and you're all of a sudden you're pregnant by a swan.
Yes, and it'll be like Elon Musk, exactly like Elon Musk. I mean, he will be born rich. He'll hold gold and money with his head when he will be born. Imagine that.
Elon's not as rich as he used to be. Elon lost $125 billion of market share over the last week.
Well, he is that rich that
Yeah.
he can afford to lose those money without any cry or.
Let me tell you
Shareholders
something.
aren't happy.
When your ego is based on commas, I'm sure he's not, and he's going to lose more. I think 7 or 8 countries have already canceled their Starlink contracts, so there's more. But the 125 million in market share was
Well,
just Tesla alone.
at the end, he will lose at the
Oh
end.
yeah. Oh, you think?
Because he will go into fight with Trump as well. You know,
Oh, I'm
Trump
waiting.
is not a very stable person. I don't
it
think.
always-
Yeah,
Mm.
those are business cooperations. This is a business team. But when you have a business which involves so many things, because politics is not business.
Right.
Politics is much more things than a business. I'm not saying that business is easy. I'm not saying that making a fortune with business is easy. But politics, especially the United States politics, which involves the whole world,
Right.
yeah, and it's quite very, very, and especially at that time that we are living, when we always talk about AI and all the social psychological issues that everybody is facing now in every country, and all those right things that are going on around us. Anyway, it's complicated. It's very complicated, and they don't have the ability to control all these things that is going on. It's too complicated for them.
Right.
And they have won the elections with a very simple narrative, and it was a simple narrative towards simple people, right? Simple people who would love to have a simple life, would love to have the reality simple, but it's not. It's not. Look, there are people who say, "Oh, it's simple." Don't say it's not. It's never that simple. You can fake that it's simple. You can pretend that it's simple. We can pretend life is very simple. You just wake up, you go to your bed, you go to your work, you work. Yeah, but if you think about it, if you want to get through your life, in a way that you like it to be, it's not only you. There are others around you. There are little things going on, and you don't have a control. They believe they act like they have a control. Well, they do to a point, but actually they don't. And they will face. They're already facing it in 1 month and 2 months. I haven't seen, a government, because it's a government, president and his cabinet, being disliked that much in 2 months.
No,
I
his
mean,
lowest.
okay. I mean, in my lifetime. I mean, I don't know
It's the
what was
lowest.
going
What
before.
you call it? It's the lowest.
Yeah,
There you
but
go.
it's obvious why.
It's the
Look,
lowest.
but Stephen, the world, it's more complicated than 4 years when he was president again. It's more complicated now.
Yes, but
And
he's got the lowest of a rating of any president in this amount of time. To touch on something you just said regarding global trade, just so you know, global trade has gone from 3.1% down to, or 3.2 to 3.1. And this is from the OECD. This came out this morning in the FT about 3 hours ago. And they said global trade, like unite everybody, is going to decline, where they were predicting it about 2.8% for next year. Now it's going to go down, they think, to 1.6%. So because of Trump's erratic behavior, the global war will change global growth. So they're down ticking everything. So it's going to be a global depression.
Now we will have the measurements, we will have the numbers also slowly, and they will come, they will arrive. But the most important is that the people will feel it in their budget, in their everyday lives and everything. And it's already happening. And it's happening, in the United States, of course, because they will pay the price. It's their president, actually. But everybody will pay it all over the world. Because, like you were saying, the global, because look, America, USA is very important partner to everybody. It's the most strong economy. It's an economy which, in general, is going well. It's not going the best for everybody. There is no economy like that in the world. Or maybe, I don't know, some small countries when they have like 50,000 people, Liechtenstein, or I don't know, maybe Luxembourg, a little bigger. But those are smallly tiny, Well, everybody, almost everybody, because there isn't a country where everybody's.
Hey, Adam, stop. Adam, every time you move your head, your microphone or something's rubbing, so we hear a scratching sound.
It's the cord. It's the cord.
Sorry. So it's
okay.
touching this.
I'm just saying, somebody on a podcast is gonna be like, "What's going on? What's wrong with
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry,
okay. But soon I will upgrade the stuff. Anyway, this is what I think. It's look, I understand that the people sometimes they face, but this is life in general.
Mhm.
There is no government that will provide you with a good life. I mean, good life is composed with many things. It's
Right.
not only the politics. It's how you have also, made your bed in your life, and how you created the environment for your growth, and like that. And it's look, for example, I know people who like smoke 3 packets a day, and I tell them, look, I know that you like smoking, it's obvious, but this has a
Mhm.
yeah, you will pay for this. You
Right.
I'm paying
Totally.
any money, and it's not only money. I say it's mainly health that you're gonna pay. You're
Right.
gonna pay for it, and there's always consequence. And it shows also with the voting, with so I wouldn't wait for Biden, for Trump, for Mitsotakis here, for any kind of leader, uh, to make my life better. I have a voice, I have a specific, point that I'm looking at, but I'm not expecting, from them, to solve all my problems. I mean, not all my problems are economical, or I want them to solve a lot of problems. There are a lot of problems to be solved because we are a community, and they need to solve those problems. But
But they can't. They can't get out of their own way.
Hmm.
look, they can't, because we are going into more and more complicated world. But they're incompetent. They don't have the ability. They don't have the skills needed.
Mhm.
It's obvious. Is everyone? I mean, for real, is everyone? Somebody will say that Trump is actually a guy that can face the problems of today in the U.S. in the world.
Stop it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. It's an old look, very how to say, uh, conservative, old way of, the other day, Rubio, the secretary of, I sure he came with a cross here. I said, what the fuck is that? What's
Yeah.
going on? Here in Greece, there is a
Yeah.
very small party, but those are parties. Is a religious party. So imagine that, a religious party.
Right. Right.
So, and they're very, very, in the head. They're very so behind. So behind. They are thinking in like 200 years ago. And a guy went into the national Pinakothek, where we exhibition, national
Exhibition.
Pinakothek. Yeah, but National Gallery, let's say.
Okay. Okay.
Gallery.
Yeah, and he
Mhm.
went there and he broke some artworks because they were speaking against his God, Christian, and they are saying
Yeah.
this. Why don't you, if you were in Arabic countries, and you do this with Muhammad, will say, and I say we're not in Arabic country.
Right.
If I were in Arabic country, I would probably not do it because I would be obliged not to do it, because if I would do it, I would die. Well, I'm happy I'm not in that kind of country with any kind of religion. Any kind of religion. Here does not have any that kind of strange that the religion has, and the religious leaders have in the Arabic or Muslim, like Iran, countries like
Mhm.
that. Well, we are not. We the West. We are not the East, and this is our culture. This is the way we think. We were kind of after enlightenment. We are like in front of other. That's why the West, became the most powerful uh, side of the world. Like there's a reason for that. Yeah,
Mhm.
and those old voices, they cannot. They're just echoes from the past. And Trump is an echo from the past. I'm saying, I said it last time also, that sometimes we have to go back one step behind to go 2 steps in front. So this is, I take it as a parenthesis,
Right.
so
But
that
what
people will
echo is
see.
but what echo of the past is he from? Nope. There's no echo of the past like him, because every president before him thought of was understood
Yeah,
democracy,
but
understood the
he's
Constitution.
representing,
Yeah.
the other, almost all of them. except maybe some like Bush Jr. I don't know. They were I think they have a team of people. I mean, they should have at least. We're talking about the American government, the team of people of advisors, which should be
Right.
the best in the world, especially now with the AIs and everything, the
Oh,
information
we
that
don't
they
have
have.
that here. We don't have that. We don't have a good.
Of
We
course
don't
you
have
have
anything.
it. Now
We don't.
you use it
one
or you
good-
don't use
name-
it is another thing.
No, not AI. I'm not talking about AI. I'm talking about advisors to the president. We don't have anybody with any IQ points advising the president.
Oh, you have, but
Name one
he has
person.
a lot of advisors, every one of them. But he takes the final decision. I don't know based on what, but
I don't know. It's.
well, they
I
tell him, look, if we do this, this will probably happen. If we do this, this will probably.
don't think. I
What?
think you're giving them too much credit, Adam. I don't think they do that. I think they do exactly what we've talked about on other shows. They go A, B, C, D, and they stop, and they forget there's E through Z.
They must do it, Stephen.
No, they don't.
They have to
There's
do it.
literally
They
an
have to
article
do it.
this morning in the Wall Street Journal. I think it was.
They have to do it
talking
because
about-
they will face things. They will face,
No, they don't. You're not- they really-
journalists and everyone.
They're not doing it. I'm telling you. I just read
All
an
right.
article in the Journal where they're talking about
So
people
they will
from the
face.
administration. They're not
Then they
doing
will
any
face
of it.
more consequences. They will
Which
face more
consequences?
consequences
But they're
if they want people, chase them, and they will run away with helicopters. I don't know.
Yeah.
This is not going to look very well for America in general. It's as a status because he came up to the power with the slogan "Make America Great Again." Let's see. For now,
You're already
they don't
great.
see it. Nobody sees it. Maybe they
You're already
see it
great.
because they are in an America where they are leaders, so it's better
Mhm.
for them. Okay, that's not the rest of the world.
Let's get Vicky's perspective because Vicky always
Of
brings us
course.
back
Yeah,
to
yeah, I'm
reality.
talking too
Vicky,
much.
what do you? No, it's okay. It's your show. But so, what do you think, Vicky? Tell us. That you've come, you've had your coffee, life is good. Tell us all. Tell us what you think.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of interesting because I sort of realized that this social experiment that we are in America,
Right.
you have to sort of have this collective agreement where you all buy into it. And when some monkey gets up there and goes, you know what, the courts, bullshit. Like, I'm just going to deport all these Venezuelans or whatever, all these guys the other day, even though the court order said stop. He's like, fuck the justice system. I'm sending him anyway, and just did it. And it was like, can he do that? Like, what? Isn't there someone that's going to stop it? No, because it was this collective agreement where we all sort of bought into the fact that we were like a democracy. It didn't have a king, and you would sort of abide by laws and all this kind of stuff. And there's no army that's going to stop him. There's no advisors that's going to stop him. The Democrats aren't going to stop him because Schumer's a total. What did we come
Pussy.
up with instead of pussy?
Pussy,
No, we're
no
going to use
pussy.
something else. No,
There's
no,
no
no,
other
no.
word. Pussy.
No, yeah, there is because Adam and I decided that pussy is powerful and a good thing, and we don't want to
Yes.
bad
You
things
can never-
with that.
it's like I
we
always say,
still are
never
working
have-
on that. Maybe people can tell us what to use,
You
but
can never have too
that
much
he's-
pussy. Anyway, so but anyway, that ballless,
probably
clueless wimps. Yeah. You
Yeah.
can't.
so it's
So-
just kind of like this weird alternate reality that we're living in, where it's just like, sure, there's no consequences for anything. You can do whatever you want as long as you have enough money. And
Yeah,
It's
that's
weird.
problem. That's an issue for democracy.
Yeah, but here's the
Yeah.
problem, though. At some point, the chickens come home to roost. So what's going to
Well, then we
in
had a
2008? Let's
guillotine.
just say in 2008, let's just say he declares martial law for whatever make believe reason, and there's no election. What do you think? the
my
Americans
specialty.
do?
Okay, martial law. Let's go.
I was going to say you should know. That's what your boyfriend did in South Korea. Martial
That's
law.
right.
How that didn't
And
work out
he's
well
gonna
for
get
him.
away with it too. By the way, Yoon's gonna
Yes,
watch.
he
Did
is.
you see? Watch.
I see that.
Uh,
But no,
Yeah,
so, I mean,
he's
that's
going to
kind
get
of the
away with
reality.
it, but he's not. His credibility is lost.
yes,
So
but he'll
so
still
look
be
look what
president.
will happen if he okay, this hypothetical scenario is okay, he makes a martial law. Well,
Yeah.
it's a very serious decision, for America. I mean, it's okay, he has to support it, unless, because look, a martial law, he knows that the world is divided. If he wants to go into civil war, they're not going to win. I mean, it will be something very, very fast. They will lose immediately because
Who
they
will?
don't know what they're fighting for. I mean, if there is any kind of civil war in America, because she created. I mean, I take the worst case scenario, right?
Okay.
Which we don't know, because it might something happen in between, like with
Mhm.
nukes or something like that. I don't know. you know, because look, we might have a guy who's crazy with a button, but it's not
We
that
do have a
easy
guy that's
because
crazy with
yeah,
the button.
it's not that
With no
easy
money.
because I don't know exactly what are the mechanism, because it's suicidal anyway. But look, it's gonna be you against all the people of the world. I mean, what the fuck? It's not going to work. And the most serious things that he does, like martial law and everything, which are not backed up or create a strong defense reaction from the other. And we're not talking about Democrats. It's not about political parties. It's about Democrats in the general sense. Democrats, the guys who like democracy, yeah, not Democrats, the party, against a guy who wants to become a king, who's already openly says it, right? Openly,
Yep.
he doesn't hide it.
That's true. No.
No.
So
Why?
who's
Why
going
hide
to
it?
fight? If there's a fight, who's going to fight? You, Stephen, and Vicky, and I, and maybe others. We're going to fight for democracy, for a fucking king to go down. It happened before. It's not the first time that we have broke down kings, right?
Right.
Who's
Or
going to
queens.
fight with him? The fuckers, the guys who support them, who don't like woke agenda. They're going
Right.
to risk their life for woke agenda. You believe so? I don't think so.
Well, let me tell you.
So
here's
it's
the
going
issue.
to happen very fast. If it goes very bad, if you have a saying, if things go wild, like something else, if things
If
go.
girls gone wild, it's a good day. No, but here's
No, I
the,
have a saying that if things go very bad, if things
yeah,
go,
if things go bad, girls go wild. That's what
that's
that's my
another
motto.
thing.
Yeah, no, that's the only saying I know.
Sorry,
Anyway,
Vicky, I interrupted you again.
wait, but let me just say this
No,
before we
no.
let Vicky talk
I'm
about
done.
her
You
her
talk, Stephen.
boyfriend from South and North Korea guy.
No.
The problem, the problem I see, and I said this I think the other day on Lost Dollar Business Club, is the Democrats and Republicans forget one thing: they're Americans. And you're an
Yes.
American first. I'm a New Yorker first, then I'm an American. It's close enough. But you're an American, and then you can be a Democrat or Republican. What's happening now is these guys get into power, and all they're worried about is their bank account. They don't worry about their constituents, and they don't worry about how to fix things. It's like, so the Republicans, like the people in 1930 in a certain country that begins with a G that we don't want to mention, with a guy that began with an H. They're doing the same thing all those people did, and then when it was too late, they're like, "Oh, this isn't good," and this is the path I think we're headed on. And what people are forgetting is that whether you're Republican, you're Democrat, you're whatever, you're all Americans, and we should really just try to make all Americans' life better. Whether if you're in poverty, we need to take you out of it, and if you're a billionaire, hey, that's good for you. You should help your fellow American. And that's not what we do anymore. Right now, it's all about how many commas can I get in my bank account and how can I screw you? Trump had to issue a statement. I just read this on the other day that said they're not going to mess with Social Security because everybody from Social Security Administration was like, you're trying to fire people, screw with people's money, take away this, take away that. So they go, we're not going to do it. They probably still
He
will.
will
But they're
take
gonna
back a lot of things that he imposed. He will take because they don't work. They don't
none of
work.
anything.
All the tariffs. He will take them back.
Well,
With Europe, you're excluding your best partner with 500 millions of market. We're bigger market than USA,
Yeah.
the European Union. And if you take, we're bigger market. And if you put also Norwegia and Germany, and we're almost same GDP. Yeah, and it's who's laughing? China is laughing at this shit because Europeans will start working with China, so they get away also with their regime in a way with that. And after some time, what he's doing with Russia and everything, that giving away Ukraine, the guys in Taiwan or in Korea, they're watching this and say, "What the fuck is he going to sell us like this?" Because look, the Koreans, they don't have the South Koreans, they don't have nukes. The North Koreans, they have. But the South Koreans are dependent on USA. Also Japan.
Not anymore, they're not.
Poland is saying right now that we want nukes.
Yeah, but
Poland is saying
even Europe, everyone in Europe's going, we can't count on America anymore. Screw it, we're going to get nukes.
Yeah, forget it. The Europeans are very not, even if there's a change of government,
Mhm.
the heat that Europe is taking right now, which was already it's already weak. It's already weak after the pandemics in general, and because okay, Europe did not invest so much on AI, and everything's trying now, but a lot of things are coming back, and it's got a lot of debts, and now because Germans are not selling the cars very well, not other stuff. What they're doing, they'll be selling tanks,
Yeah.
weapons, which is good for America. Also, it's good for Europe, etc. It's not good for people though, because it's going to be our money that we don't have that much anymore, and all those crazy parties that we have, the far right parties that we have around Europe and everything. It's because there is an economical problem as well. If an economical everything becomes more and more expensive in every Western country, and people don't like it, so they blame the government. And after some time, they say, "Look, fuck the system. Let's vote for non-systematic parties." Which, when they go up and they become, government, they're becoming the system. It's like that. You cannot change the system that easy. And I mean, what does it mean, change the system? Like what? The only way to change the system is like from capitalism go to communism. That's a change of system, or the other way around, which happened. So I don't know what they we look. We are in a kind of mortal coil. It's like when you are in depression and everything you do is circular, and you're going more and more into depression.
Right.
And I tell you my opinion about it because I try to see it, from far away. It's philosophical. Our issue is philosophical, obviously. And because we have issues not only in the political sense, we have issues with our relationships with friends. We go to the internet and we just, we hate each other. We just, quarrel all the time about politics, football, anything, opinions.
I don't do
People.
that.
I
love
don't. I do
everybody.
that sometimes. I do that
Yeah.
sometimes. Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that because I try to be. Some people say, "Why are you doing this? Are you stupid? You're not that guy. Go there." Look, it's part of my job. I believe. I need to know where I am. I mean, I need to know where the society is now and where it's going, because I've thought about my work also. And when you claim that your work is philosophical, then you need to take everything into account. It's becoming like whole thing into one. And I say that our problem is philosophical. We have a meaning crisis, and the meaning crisis is going into politics. We vote for Trump. Is going into the way we live. We are living in the Instagram or TikTok. Now, Instagram is not a thing that much. The TikTok is a thing. I mean, the guys, they're watching TikTok. It's so addictive that any kind of age can get addicted into it. You're just watching. I was watching yesterday TikTok. I haven't been watching for a long time, and I was watching, and I guess 2 hours. Like they went like this, and I say, "Oh hell, I haven't done
Lost 2 hours
anything."
of your life.
Yeah,
you lost 2 hours
I
of your
just
life.
lost. I totally lost. Wasted 2 hours of my life, my precious life, like this. And there are people who live like this. So there is also a problem. We have problem with erotic relationships. We cannot. The young guys, they cannot just they have problems in creating
Well, Vicky knows.
relationships.
She dates high school boys. She'll tell you that they have a problem with us.
Well, she knows that they have problems. That's why they're.
That's why she's going to the Korean boys, because they
Right.
don't have
Plenty of
don't
problems there. Plenty
apparently.
of problems to go around.
Yeah.
Boys
What do you
in
think,
general.
Vicky?
Oh, they have a lot of problems. You told us also about the problems they face, and I watched a documentary, I think, or something like that about.
Look, the government cut him off. That's
About?
it. About?
I told
No,
you
that
they're
they are that they are. You tell us if it's true that they are very much how the people think about them and how they really need to impress the others, all those stuff. It's really important to them. Yeah, is it? So
Oh, yeah.
they're very careful in every kind of expression, on the social expression that they have. So
they're a collectivist society, so there's a lot of pressure to fit in and conform, and it's not, individuality is not valued over, the good of the society. So it's kind of the opposite of here. So it's interesting to try and navigate that. But yeah, like their big problem, well, there's so many, but they're going through. So they just
she's
had
thinking. I remember
there's one actress just committed suicide, and there's a lot of that. It's a big problem there is the suicide rate. But now her family came through with this YouTube channel, and they have this AI avatar of her talking about, that it's very creepy. And there's a lot of this deep fake stuff that happens over there with a lot of their porn and everything. And there was this whole network of young high school boys that were making this deep fake porn of their teachers and their mothers and their sisters.
Oh, wow.
And it was just like,
that's disgusting.
Yeah, it was really horrible. And of course they don't punish them because they're just boys. Boys will be boys. But meanwhile they're taking videos of their sisters while they're sleeping and then slapping them on to porn videos and then putting them in these chat rooms. And it is.
So they're using deep fakes with the faces of their sisters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they put.
Yeah. And,
well, it was look with the AI, and when I saw deepfakes, it was one of the first that I thought. I say, people, what they will do? They will use it for porn. I thought about it, and then also in general, I thought about AI. It's going to change the porn industry. Yeah, because it's already happening also there.
Mm-hmm. When we used to own a SIN company, an SIN, so it's like porn, cigarettes, scotch, anything that they consider a SIN stock, back in the early 90s. And we turned it around and sold it and blah, blah, blah. And we can talk about what we did off air, but I remember that I met somebody from a very large and global studio and toy manufacturer in the adult entertainment industry or porno industry, whatever you call it. And he said that they are usually the first and early adopters of all new technology because
first is military and then it's porn.
Right? No, but seriously, he was like, because
fucking kill.
No,
that's humanity.
Because people gravitate towards it. He said, so we're usually the early adopters, and we make it better. And then, then mainstream gets into it. He said, so like all this deep fake and AI and virtual reality, they've been doing it longer than everybody. So for them, it's like, oh, cool, what's the next thing? So they're already thinking ahead of it or buying it out of, if you will, Asia, because Asia's 10 years ahead of us on what this stuff is. So it's very interesting. So when you're saying that the Korean boys are making deep fakes of their teachers are okay, but not their sisters and their moms. But I'm just saying, listen, Hot for Teacher, that's a Van Halen song. So that's okay. So, but it's sort of like your sister and your mom, that's a little taboo. That's where I draw the line. But in general,
you have a line that you draw?
Yeah, but you see, every generation is moving those lines. I mean, if we our 20-year-old self, like love yourself, like Vicky has got, 20-year-old self had the ability at that time to look at what's going on here all around the world, right? What's going on in China and Korea and USA and everything. I think we would be very, very surprised. I mean, the lines have shifted very much. The red lines that we put,
but not in a good way.
Society
back in the day, you were allowed to just say things, and they were funny, and people enjoyed each other, and there wasn't as much hatred. I think we've become more polarized, more hatred, more that I don't think we've gotten better since, let's say, the 70s or the 80s than now. If I would,
better as what? For what? Better.
I think society's gotten much worse than when in this when
Yeah,
the
in what
60s,
terms?
70s, and
In what
80s,
way?
and every term. There's nothing redeeming about what we've
No, no,
done.
no, in every term. We have better technology. We use
I'm
some
not talking about
things in a
technology.
better
That
way.
has nothing to do with society. I'm talking about people in general. People in general have gotten
Yeah,
worse. I don't
look,
think
we need
there's
to be
no good.
specific. We are worse.
Really?
We are worse because we have a meaning. That's what I'm specifying. We have a meaning
Right.
crisis because that's our main problem. Because when we don't have a meaning, we don't. When we in life, that's why we
Right.
talked about the Odyssey, about the film, because the film is
Mhm.
about the meaning of life.
Okay.
He's a guy who has been in a war 10 years, in the war, and trying to get back to his family, to his wife, beloved wife, and son. And yeah, and
But
that's the
but
story.
he's staying on an island with his girlfriend for how many years is he with her? Like half
Oh,
that
8 years
time
or
he's
something
hanging
like
out
that.
with
No,
him.
it was it
He's
was a
trying to get
witch.
home.
It was a witch.
Of course,
Yeah,
because it
witch
Look,
or
can't be
girl,
his
they're all the
fault. It has
same.
to be her
look,
fault, right?
look. You have to count. You shouldn't you should take it as symbolism. Everything there, as symbolism.
Yes.
He couldn't get away. He was a prisoner in a way. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure.
He
He
okay.
was
He
their
had to have
sex
sex.
toy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
I
his
mean,
sex.
like,
But look,
It was
but
God.
look. This story also, and that's
Yeah.
why it's also a philosophical thing. This story also is from a point of view, like like what I said before, where we spend most of our money, and we were talking about guns and porno. And
Mhm.
who benefit more, or is the thing that
No.
in the heads the man, because the patriarchic philosophical system, the social system that we're living.
Wait a
Who
minute, but
have more fun
wait.
with those guys? Some guys, we know those guys who like, to kill each other because when we were children, we were given guns to play. I mean, what the fuck? They should be banned. Why should we have a gun
No.
as a toy?
Yeah, you
What the
should.
fuck? Why? Why?
You have
And
to.
and
You have
and
to
the
learn
other
just
that
who you're going to kill.
the girls, they have to be mothers and take care of the children. Other kind of archetype, let's say.
Right.
Mhm.
And this is it looks like this. It's a world that is dying. The patriarch, and who represents patriarch? Trump does. Putin does. The bullies. I am the man. I am the man.
Right.
You woman, go there and wait for me in the bed or in the kitchen and like that. And I am the important guy. I have the big racket, between my legs. And
There's
that's
only
the way
one
he.
guy with a big rocket. That's Missile
That,
Boy.
look,
Missile Boy's the only
that's
one
the
with a
way.
big rocket. Let's just get that.
There are a lot of
Yeah, my
psychologists
boyfriend.
and psychiatrists that actually taking it's it's kind of an experiment, like you said, Vicky. Like it's kind of experiment, social, but it's experiment also from the point of view that we have a leader there like Trump, and this guy is leading the free world against the other, and it's actually going there. It's a guy, it's a patriarch guy who is actually now an ally with the other. So it's not. It was about philosophy from the beginning. I told you, it's the politics is one expression of the philosophy. That's what I say. That philosophy is it's the most important because it gives you the way in life. Guys, where are we going? Oh, we're going this way. Oh, guy, where are we going? I don't know where we're going now. Let's go this way a little. Oh no, it's not this way. Let's go back and you're lost. That's why we are lost. We're not like this. I was watching some documentaries, and it was about the Cold War, and there were guys there like American, a lot of American presidents. There was Nixon, there was Carter, there was Clinton, Reagan, and you look at those guys. And it doesn't matter which one you preferred, Democrat or Republican. Those guys looked like big heroes and big, I don't know, like leaders comparing to this guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a big shift, a big difference. So now there are a lot of questions. What we do now? And I say that we change our minds individually. This is going to change the shift of the world. We have to change it individually, because the system is going to fight. Because system wants to. I mean, wants us. That's what system means. Everything works The way it is, 1, then 2, then 3, then 10. You work for your life, then you buy, then you go to pension, then you die, and it's like, and we take the money, and it's a good system. It brings us money, power. Why?
I don't
But
think there's going to be a system. I don't think there'll be a United States or a system in another 3 to 5 years if this keeps going the way it is. There won't be a
everything will
world
change.
that
Of
you
course, will
recognize.
change.
Yeah,
But
it'll
look,
literally be a one world government. It'll be Putin, it'll be Xi, and it'll be
it's
Trump.
not going to happen like this. It's not going to happen like
I
this.
don't know about that.
It's not.
You
There are
don't think?
people who really look. There are people like me, like you guys, who we think that freedom is too important to lose it. We have
agree.
identified ourselves with freedom. I have identified myself with freedom. I mean, when you ask me which is the most important of I don't know, of conditions, I would say freedom.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm I don't see any point of living being a slave. I don't see any point of living. I mean, what, expecting one day? Okay, fight for your freedom. But if I know that they have taken all you're not going away, like Matrix, which Matrix in a way showed you that you have more power than that's why I like this movie. It's in every level.
Mhm.
It's a positive movie. It's a symbol, in general, and that become a classic, a cult movie. That you can fight even the strongest AI. There's always a room to fight and win. You might lose, but you will lose fighting, and that was the meaning of your life, the fight.
Mhm.
So
I like it. We'll have to see what happens
in a way, by itself, that's what I'm telling you. That one step, because he'll make things worse and worse, and there will be a point where something breaks. It happens in physics also with the laws of. There's a
It's
point
already broken,
something
my friend.
breaks, or something like supernova, that a star, after it's accumulating and it's bringing energy and stuff. After a point, it's so much gravity that it turns into itself and then it breaks. Then it's a law of nature. So those guys, they are going to pay for everything that they do. They are going to pay for it. You'll see. They're not going to get away. They're going to pay for it.
Well, here, let me just tell you, this just came out right now from the FT. FT says, what's Trump's strategy beyond tariffs? Shoot from the hip approach is unlikely to rebuild the United States industry. He said they're talking about tariffs and whatnot. And then it says, fast forward to today. The Trump 2.0 essentially unwinding, not doing well, talking about NAFTA. It's just like they're basically saying what he's doing is kind of what you're saying. It's not going to make America anything, and it's not going to help the globe. So,
well, if the globe, look, you were saying that we are Americans, we are humans. Because look, if Europe is not going well, I'll tell you
people, by the way.
I tell you, look. If Europe is not going, if Europe is going to break, he wants to break Europe. Let's say it looks like this, and Musk also like. If Europe is not going okay, who the fuck is going to buy your Tesla, you motherfucker? I'm sorry, but because look, you do business. Americans do business mainly with Europeans and Canada and Australia, and some with China, some with India, some with the other countries. But we do mainly between us.
But to answer your question, no one's
I'll tell you something else. Because mainly we have still money. We're still the money guys in the world. I mean, the West, Europe, United States. We are still the guy, because if you go to the other, and of course some countries in Asia, like Korea, Japan, and some others are Australia. But those, if you go to Africa, which country buys our which country can afford our products? Which country can afford Mercedes, the African, or the Asians?
South Africa has money.
Some people in some people,
Well, there's
what
a lot
about
of
the
people
rest?
in South Africa with money. The rest of them, we're just going to take them out back and shoot them.
Oh, they're not going to hold on the American economy, So,
no kidding. The problem is that
but America is not going to sustain itself. Also, we're living in a different times. We have tried this before many times. The only way we are trying to avoid, the only thing that actually is in front of us. It's like, I have a problem with my stomach or somewhere in my body, but I'm avoiding the doctor all the time.
Okay.
The more time you avoid it, the thing that is unavoidable, you have to go to the doctor because if you have a problem, the more time you lose, the worse the cure will be. Or if you do it too long, you risk your life after some point. So it's the same here. The only thing that we can have as thing in the future is cooperate. There's no other way. There's no other way. What we gonna do? Wars?
Humans
You're gonna
don't
die.
do-
Are we gonna risk to
Humans
die?
don't cooperate. Humans don't cooperate. Have you not? Like, were you
We have come
40-something?
to
Have you
this
not looked at the
point.
plan?
We have come
We
to
don't
this point
cooperate.
because we cooperated.
No, we didn't.
Of course we
We've never
cooperated.
We have never cooperated. We're always out. We're a land acquisition. Look at how we
No,
think.
Stephen.
There's
Everything
been
what you have
wars
behind
since
you,
day one.
the stuff that you have is not from one country. It's from many countries. The
No,
ability that we have with
by
the
the way,
internet
That-
is
that-
not
that's
one
from Korea.
country. It's
No,
cooperation.
everything else is all from either America or Canada. No, I'm strictly pro-American. Anyway, my point is that no, we don't cooperate. That's the problem. We don't cooperate. If we did cooperate, you wouldn't have had all these
We
wars since the
cooperate,
beginning of
but
time.
we
Yeah,
have to do
cooperate
it in a
after we
better
destroy you.
way. More and in a way that it's not. It's about me. It's not about you. Well, if they have a problem, the people around you, you are not safe in your expensive house. You are not safe. They're gonna come. There's a saying here sometimes from anarchists, that. But it's also, I think it started. I don't know, the punks or something like. Eat the rich,
Eat the rich. That was Peter
Yeah,
O'Rourke's book.
Yeah, because after a point, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna eat the rich if they don't
We
have.
say that all the time, and on Lost Dollar, and even on Vaguely True with Rob Vega, we say, and I say this not tongue in cheek, but very literally. I know people that have more money than Elon, and they're very quiet. But when we all get together and have scotch and cigars, their biggest fear is, like they said, if you don't keep the people happy, one day
Of
they take
course.
a picnic. It's a very bad picnic.
But on the other
because
hand,
it'll
if you
after
keep them
everybody.
too happy, like they
No, keep
become
them too happy.
middle class,
I would rather have
It's not
everybody
good
fat and happy
for
and
them.
be lethargic and not care that I have $1 billion, because you know why? They're all millionaires and they have a good life. I'd rather keep them that fat and happy than to say, okay, people, if you don't make this much money, you're basically poor. You make $1 million a year in America now, you're poor. And anybody that makes say $1 million plus isn't poor. I don't need 300 million people going, that guy, we're going to go after that guy. I don't need 7 billion people on the planet going, we're going after that guy or these people because they are X. And what these oligarchs like Musk and the rest of these idiots are forgetting, especially when they start screwing around with Social Security and Veterans Affairs, these people are already like 1 foot in the grave, even though they may be in great shape or whatever. You're screwing with the wrong group. And the people I know with money say this constantly is like, you've got to take care of everybody. We used to take care of everybody here. There wasn't really poverty, and then all of a sudden it started to get worse in the 70s. And then when Reagan became president, it really got worse because he was like, screw helping everybody. And that's fine. But now
So what
we are
changed?
where
What
we're
do you
today.
think changed? What is the
Greed.
main change that
Greed.
you?
Seriously, what changed is greed is good.
100%.
Yeah,
greed is
you
good.
see,
That's what changed.
you see the mental stuff changed in our head. We became more greedy.
Well, and that
As a
thanks to
society.
Reagan, and I love Reagan as a president, but that's thanks to Ronnie, and that's also
Mhm.
thanks to CEOs that back in the day would make a couple 100,000, and that was great, and their companies would be these mega companies and whatever. And now CEOs are making 30, 40, 50, 60, $100 million. Okay, even look at Boeing. Boeing's guy made $36 million. This is after Boeing's airplanes crashed. They can't get their spaceships to work. He made 36 million for doing what? A shit job? Well, God,
Mhm.
if you do a great job, what do you get? We should be paying our teachers and policemen real money, not these idiots that
Yeah.
can't run a friggin' company. The senators and congressmen who basically are there just to suck each other's cocks and do nothing for the American people. They're making 200,000-300,000 a year. This
So
is
you
all
see,
bullshit.
what you are saying is what I was saying also, and what people are thinking, that the system is rotten. And it's not about
But you can
Democrats or Republicans or Trump. Trump is a product of that.
No, he's a
It's a product
prostitute
of
of it.
people. Yeah, because people
The
get crazy.
prostitute
So
of the
when they
system.
get crazy and not satisfied and they are like lost, hey, our system is rotten. Who do we vote for? Oh, we don't know who to vote for. Let's vote for this fucking guy because he's saying that he will break the system. We are talking now about naive people, yeah, which, they, I'm not saying that they are stupid or they have bad intentions. I mean, those who voted for Trump.
No,
I put them. I
some
put
of
them
them
in a
voted
big,
because
big. Okay,
yeah.
they're the big. It's a big a group of people. There are different
Listen, I have friends who
interests
voted for
there, but
both. I have friends who voted for both sides of the aisle. I don't really. I understand why people voted for Trump because the Democrats really are, till we come up with a better word, just pussies. They have no balls. They have nothing. The only two guys in the Democratic Party that can
I
probably
would
run
vote for
against Trump
pussies.
and would and win would be Fetterman, which is the senator from Pennsylvania, and the governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Stein, I think it is, or Cohen. I can't remember his last name. Those are the only two guys that actually, when you listen to them speak, have not only the balls but the intellect that they could actually become, between the both of them, president and vice president for the United States, in my opinion. And that
Yeah,
is
but
what
they
the
will
Democrats
continue.
need.
Look, if they will stay at the same pace, look the politics. Okay, the politicians have to have visions about the future because they have more access to information about us and they have bigger, better. It doesn't work what they do. That they imagine the future. Look, guys,
No,
we're 8
I disagree
billions.
100%.
Like this. That's a
No, I
joke.
disagree. No, they're
So what
fucking
they
idiots.
what is the job? What they should do? They
Their
are, but
job. No,
but
here's the thing. And Vicky, I'm going to pick on Vicky for a second, and this is a compliment. Vicky could do a better job than any of the fucking morons in Congress,
of
Senate, or
course
government has
you,
done
you
because
will
she
do
has
it a
common
better job.
sense. Well, that my dog can do a better job. But the
Of
problem is
course.
that we elect these people. It's a popularity contest. We elect these people because whatever reason, but nobody thinks through it. And I go back to this stupid, ridiculous. We're going to clean up the government in 14 days. Doesn't happen that way. The Nuclear Regulatory Commission, they fired a whole bunch of people. They had to bring them all back because they realized that's the people that do experiments and test explosions and make sure our nuclear weapons don't go awry. There's a whole article the other day in the New York Times on that. It's like we have to quietly bring all these people back. They fired everybody from the Veteran Administration, and they got a lot of shit for that, and they had to bring all those people back. So my whole
Yeah, they're
point is, if they would have
disrupting. They are making
no,
things work, and it will
listen,
show.
this isn't Twitter. This isn't some fucking little bullshit company. This is a company, if you want to look at America
Yeah,
as a company of 363 million people that you're fucking with. And they have
you're fucking with the
like
whole world. Actually,
the
it's not
I
only
don't care about
this.
the world. I don't care about the world right now. I just
Oh,
care
you
about
have
the
to care about the
363
world. You
million
have
here.
to care
No, I
about the
don't.
world.
Here's why.
It's all
I have to
connected now. It's all connected.
fix,
Well,
I have to fix here
look,
first.
Steven. No. Trump is saying I don't care about the world. That's what is
Yeah,
Trump saying. I don't
I'm
fucking care
okay
about the
with
world. I
right.
want you. What? You're Ukraine. What do you want? You want guns?
So that's a
Bring me
different
your.
story.
It's
Yeah,
not
but when
different
I
story. It's the same.
wait, when
He's
I say I
probably
don't care
going to
about
Putin and say, "Look,
yeah,
you
take it.
want me to what you're
He'll
giving,
invade it.
what you're giving."
Okay,
So
but when I
it touches everybody.
right, but when I say I don't care about the world, I don't mean it in the way that Trump means it. I'm not worried about certain things. Like the USA idea would have gone through, cut what's bullshit. Like there was no such thing as transvestite mites. They were translucent mice that you check for cancer. So if you went through it and cut the right things, that would have been awesome.
Transgenic,
When I say I don't care about the rest of the world, everybody has their problems. Right now, if I would come into the US government, I would fix the issues of today. We can worry about the world, but I have to worry about fixing here because when we, as you have said
Yeah. Okay.
before,
From this
sneeze, the whole
point
world
of
gets a
view,
cold.
okay, you don't vote, for
Yeah.
example, for Greece. In Greece, so you don't know the problems
No,
here,
we
etc.
help, right. So
But
I can't go to
yeah,
Greece and what
but
I'm
I'm saying United States as a world leader, right? Because it
right.
is the strongest economy. We cannot bypass this fact.
Right, but
It's a true.
we still have to fit right now. We need to fix here first because I can't care
Yeah,
about
but
the
if
rest of
you
the world till
fix
I
it
fix every
there,
problem
it will
here.
be fixed in the world at the
Every
same time because that's what I'm
thank you.
saying. It's
Right.
connected. It's
Right, but I have
connected.
to fix I have to fix the stupidity here first, and I got to get
Yeah,
rid of
do
this
it,
idiot with the. I
please.
would listen. I would love Donnie to pick up the phone and go, Steve. I want you to do better than Elon's doing. And first of all, we're not tweeting anything. Second, we're not going to lie on our Doji page, which is a bullshit name anyway, about fake savings. You literally go department by department. It'll take anywhere from 6 to 18 months. You go in there with a couple of accountants, forensic accountants, and people that know what the fuck's going on, not some idiot that got lucky. And then you're going to go, okay, what's this? And you go through, like, they had the 47 pages of USAID. Well, let's say 50% of it's bullshit. Okay, let's cut the bullshit. And now we have, I think they had 1,400 employees. How many employees do we really need now? Oh, we only need, I'm making up a number, 800. Great. Now let's take these 800. Do they have any skills we need anywhere else? No. Okay, so you're going to be unemployed and help them transition. If we did it that way and we took our time and did it properly, all the bullshit wouldn't be happening. And Trump can sign whatever bullshit he wants and enact a law from 1793, which
Unless, because I thought, why they are doing it? They're just not skilled. They don't have the ability to do it. I don't know the skills.
Stupid. They're stupid
the intelligence to do it.
They have no
or
intelligence.
there's something else going on that we don't know.
Listen,
I don't know.
Listen, Trump is making
maybe America is going bankrupt.
No, stop. What's happening is Trump's making us more like Russia. So we're going to have food shortages. Food's going to be too expensive, this and that. You'll have rioting in the streets, which is perfect because then I can declare
something with the eggs there in the USA.
And then there'll
how
be
much
no
is the egg?
In 2008. I don't know, $8 a dozen now, I think. Something ridiculous.
$8. It's almost $1 an egg.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Before Trump's presidency, I think I was paying $4.57 for a dozen eggs. Now,
and it's
yesterday
doubled.
I got them for $8.
Yeah, just wait till avian flu kicks in, and all the birds are going to be.
Well, that's a problem because the eggs, it's a product we use every day almost.
And we just fired people from the USAID that in South Africa are working on cures for all that crap because we don't want that. So there's a lot of issues, but that's my whole point. If you're just trying to make us like Russia, why don't you just come out and go, we're going to be like Russia and good luck and God bless? Because that's literally what we're heading to.
They
China's laughing at us.
But of course, China is the one who's laughing. China is in its corner and it's looking, look, they gave very big part of Ukraine like that. Why shouldn't I take Taiwan? Do you think that Trump will send will risk his life for Taiwan?
No.
Taiwan?
Stop it. He's not gonna do shit.
Of
America
course.
right now is
so why we should?
nothing.
They are just waiting for the right moment. When you have shown to the world that look, the strongest is the winner. Like the law of jungle, the strongest, which it's always like that. But at least we were holding, some kind of, pretending that it's not like that. We'll discuss it, and somehow you give me something, I give you something. But now it's what the fuck would pretend? You're stronger. You want this? Take it. Isn't that's why I'm talking about philosophy. Isn't what he was saying about women? Women, grab them by the pussy. What the fuck are you waiting for? They're just a thing.
So when we get this, that's wrong, right?
What's this? Greenland. What the fuck is Greenland? Take it. What the fuck is Green? Take it.
Well, first of all,
Panama. We need Panama. It's important. Take it.
Wait.
That's the way. It's a philosophical way of thinking.
But on Greenland, they're going to send PS-137 from New York. It's a bunch of fourth graders. They're figuring those 54,000 people, the fourth graders will just kick the shit out of them. So Greenland's not a big thing. Panama. That's interesting.
I'm talking about the mindset of the guy, and not only the guy.
The mindset.
Many people who follow them. If you look closely, the guys who follow them, those are guys who'd like the world to be less complicated. But what the fuck? We didn't make the world. I didn't make the world. You didn't make the world. Vicky didn't make the world. We all try. We all try to survive in this world, trying to do our best to cooperate. I mean, to get along with. You don't like other people. Sometimes I am like that. So I close myself in my home. I do my artwork. I play here. I watch movies. I'm by myself with my dog. So sometimes I do it. I'm introvert.
Sure. Yeah.
Today I found another porn with my artwork. I mean, I have created an artwork which I have created many, but one of them, I think it is the most popular digital artwork. It's for sure 3D. I see it the other day. I was watching, houses for sale in Poland. Right, just making an investigation about the prices and everything, and I watched one, and I look at my artwork, the same artwork, like with the porn, it has become, cultural thing now. It's
That's
so
awesome.
so yeah. And it's from 2011, and it's go. I
Mhm.
mean, millions and millions of people. I am sure that it's the artwork that people. It's the most used artwork that people, found on the internet and printed for me, so I
Mhm.
have it in my house like this, the small print.
Nice.
Because and now with the AI, they can to a better quality.
Yeah.
They can upscale it so that they can have bigger one. But of course, in the art world, because they asked me, there was one woman who was saying, "Oh, I found this on the Amazon, and I was about to buy it. I don't buy it." So okay, I cannot stop these guys. The only thing that we
Mhm.
do, and because it's Amazon, I told it to my
Mhm.
team that there's another way. We chase them, and we
Right.
take money from the copyrights infringement.
There you go. That works.
And
So
but they take my
the
sign,
artwork.
and the artwork is listed. It is
Right.
it's we always know how many artworks
Right. Well, the
are
good thing is
sold and
my
listed.
my artwork from you right here is legit
Yeah,
from
this is
Adam,
this is
and even
original.
said
This is original.
and he even has a little signature, and he even wrote a little note. So it's
Yeah,
very nice. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Aw.
now,
I haven't I haven't
aw,
I haven't gone more with my 3D stuff, with my
I
3D
know. See
printing
your 3D
stuff.
stuff, and then we'll
Oh,
have to ask
But
Vicky.
cool.
because I
Oh,
wait,
look at that.
you weren't here last time. It's the
Yeah,
same.
No, I missed it.
yeah. And she didn't
Yeah,
watch the show
look,
either.
it's the
So
guys. We can show the
Cool.
guys. We can show the guys. Like, you see the camera. I need to upgrade. It doesn't autofocus.
very nice. Looks good.
Yeah,
That's
and
what it's for.
I'm waiting for my beautiful airbrush to arrive so that I can paint them.
Neat.
And but today I'm continuing the printing and
Very cool.
stuff.
So, Vicky, before we end the show, what's your thoughts on
Mhm.
all of this? It could be Adam's artwork, or it could be everything we've
Yeah,
discussed.
sorry
Because
to
it's always
take
good
your
to get
time,
your
It's
Vicky.
such a
perspective.
general question.
Well, yeah, but well, what do you think was most important? Because your perspective, people like, because it's one, it's not a male perspective, it's a female, and two, sometimes you just say something
Yes,
that everyone's like,
yeah,
wow.
And of course,
I,
we
I'm not
and
a
everybody
transgenic mice.
has big respect to what you're saying. So it's also important.
Except Trump, because you're a woman. But other than that,
We
everybody
don't
else
Right,
is
we don't
exactly.
care about Trump.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm a non-citizen according to him, I guess, because I'm
There
not
you
gonna be
go.
able to vote next time, apparently. Or no,
Oh,
I
cool.
will because I never got married and changed my name.
Okay.
Smart. And
Yeah.
so I'll still be able to vote. But yeah, I mean, I guess to encapsulate it, I kind of agree with Adam in that it's a mental shift where people have become so greedy, like Steven said, that it's like it's morphed into this thing I don't understand anymore. There's kind of like there's this side of people that are still sane that are like, hey, we have a responsibility to each other as human race and to kind of help each other out and to sort of be good beings. And then there's this other large portion of this country and the world that's like, everything is everyone else's fault. I have no individual responsibility for myself or anybody else. And I want you to make it better. And it's all these people's fault. And it's like this weird, twisted, warped thing that's become their philosophy, inner self, whatever. And that's like, that's winning. That's not like a little weird cell over here. It's like growing into this alien life form that's taking shit over. It's like that weird grass that grows in the south. Was it kudzu or something that like
Right.
comes in and like takes over trees and shit? And it's like, I don't know if we're gonna survive
Make it.
this. I think the world is gonna be post
Everyone's thinking about that.
pandemic, post war, post something that's going to have to change it. It's not going to be anything that's where people are just going to be like, I'm sick of it. I need to go and fight for the. We can't anymore. It's become like I don't have a gun. I don't have a voice. I don't have nothing. So something else external is going to have to change this
Yeah.
shift because individuals don't have any power anymore. Ta-da! Thank you for coming
Or
to
at
my TED
least-
Talk.
Or
Of
course.
That's a great
or
story.
at
We'll
least,
put that
yeah, make this TikTok. Make this from the whole.
Well, we don't do TikTok because we're adults. We do YouTube and we do a little bit of Instagram. I know you can do instant. We'll give this to Vicky. She can put it on her TikTok. I'll get 12 million views. So if we were in China, TikTok would just tell us all to become doctors and lawyers. So it would work out fine.
It's
But
true.
that was a nice capsulation of the whole show. I like that. That was good. Very good, Vicky.
We're doomed, everyone. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
I was just gonna say basically Vicky's saying we're doomed. Here at the Lizard People Illuminati Society, want to thank all your Earthlings for playing.
See, yeah,
And
that's why I'm
so
friends with Steve. I'm gonna be on the spaceship, y'all. I've already got
yeah,
my friends lined up.
she's already bought a ticket. So
I already got
but yeah, so it'll be interesting, I think, to see even between now and the next show next Monday, what crap goes on that we're going to talk
every
about.
day.
Because every
Next
week,
season.
it's like Lost Dollar Business Club on Friday had Michael Collins. He's a world
Well,
famous
we
economist.
talk a lot
And it's
about
just
Trump and
week to week.
everything because
Yeah,
look, it's a good paradigm. I mean,
it's something.
I am interested in those things, etc., but it's not the most interesting. It's what I said before. I'm not waiting for those guys, to make my life, to pay for
Right.
my pension, to my bills, electricity, and everything like that, and to make me happy. They're not going to make me happy, and I'm not going to be happy if I watch 2 hours every day TikTok, which are guys who watch 8 hours. Well, and then watch all this political, and then have a voice. And I know my voice, and this is a problem of our planet. No, the problem of our planet is you. We should actually say this. If we say this, that, look, fuckers, the problem of our planet is me. I am the problem of this planet.
Mhm.
When we
Just so you know,
realize that,
I'm
when
not
we
the problem
realize
of the
that,
planet.
you're the problem of
I'm
America.
I'm the solution.
You're the thing about America.
I'm the solution for the planet. I am not the problem for the planet. I have the solution for the planet. So we're
Stephen,
good.
or president of United Nations of
Of
Earth.
the world. Yeah. Of Earth. President of
Earth.
Earth, yes.
The world, no, stop. There's Mars later, and there was this.
We know we're not going to Mars and
Series.
terraforming it. There's no friggin' way that's happening in anybody's lifetime. And the nut guy who wants to go there, great, go there, go do whatever you. In fact, you should go tomorrow. And go with your idiots that run Doge and let real people now come in and fix everything that you guys have screwed up. That would be awesome. So right now, I don't see it. Listen, I know Jon Stewart invited Elon Musk to come on the Daily Show because he called and he said he would, and then he declined. So we always invite Elon Musk on all our shows. He's more than welcome to come on and tell us. He can pick the show, and we'll be more than happy to ask him real questions. Unfortunately, we're going to ask him questions, and if he doesn't answer them, we'll just keep asking him, kind of like what Jon Stewart would do, until he actually answers them. Which is why when people come on our shows, they've watched it, so they know. But anyway, if any of these guys want to come on, be more than happy to tell us their logic behind what they're doing. I'd love to hear it. But nobody wants to come on any of our shows. We got 10 of them and different hosts on all of them, so you pick the host you like. Vicky can just do an interview with you. That'd be good. And if you're the South Korean president or the North Korean, because you're her lovers, you should just come on anyway. So,
I keep asking him, and he keeps saying no.
that's it. Well, he didn't say it in English.
He likes it.
He's getting the sides trimmed. He's getting the fade done.
Yeah, he's getting the fade done. You know who's been quiet though through all this is Missile Boy. He's not said anything.
Cool.
He hasn't said anything, but he's busy sending soldiers to Ukraine and blowing shit up in the ocean.
She's having good life, good time. Sex all the time, eating.
No. Missile Boy, though, I know he's sending troops to the Ukraine. Then all his troops in the Ukraine are watching porn, which there was a big article in one of the newspapers about that, which we covered about 3 months ago, which we thought was funny. I know he's blowing stuff up in the ocean, but really, other than that, he's being very quiet. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of propaganda coming out of North Korea. So I don't know if they're just going to pop up one day and hey, we're invading South Korea or something. So
yeah, it's going to be Mussolini.
Yeah, he's kind of already there. Every time I see him, he goes from where he's large to he starts getting smaller till he gets large. It's
well, there's more than one of him in theory. There's body doubles.
There's body doubles.
Yeah.
Okay. Now his sister always looks the same, and I know that a lot of the articles I read.
She's lizard people.
And she's the power. Like they said, when he dies, she'll probably be the first female leader of North Korea.
Yeah, he's trying to groom his daughter, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, I think the sister.
Anyway, sorry, we digress. Maybe that's another show.
We should talk about the Korean Peninsula and Taiwan and China on a show. That's an interesting dichotomy all out there.
Yeah, I'm interested in that.
Okay, next week. That's
because I was watching. I kind of have I have times in my life which I'm interested in one topic more than other. There was a
Right, right.
time that I
Sure.
was interested in something specific in metaphysics, in philosophy. You know, not just in general. I'm interested, but sometimes something more, you know, about near-death experiences, for example, or UFOs. You know,
Mhm.
that kind. So I was, and now I have a time that I watch documentaries about history, but recent history. So I was watching what was going on there between Japan and China. They
Mhm.
were really bad to Chinese, and I think also to Koreans. I'm not sure
And
about that, but the
Singaporeans.
Japanese,
Mhm.
I mean, before
Oh, yeah.
the Second War, they were really bad with that, with those guys there.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah,
Mhm. Vicky will know. Ask her. She knows more about the Koreans' culture than the Koreans. Are you kidding? So
that's good.
Please
That's
don't write.
good.
Please don't write in, and it's not
yeah,
true.
next
I don't
next
need
week
hate mail.
she's gonna look Korean. By the time she goes back to Korea, she'll start looking Korean. There you go.
But she's already looking a little good. Look at the eyes; they're getting smaller and smaller.
That's because she's not
That's
awake.
because I'm
Now she just
tired.
woke up and without
Just
coffee.
woke up without coffee, and there you go. So, well, everybody, this was fun. So next week we will be back live, the three of us, because
Maybe we'll
David's
actually
probably
talk
going to
about
still.
the secrets of the universe this time. Next time.
There you go. Yeah, we still have to talk about the hidden truth of the universe, and we'll do that next week, maybe.
Yeah,
Maybe not. We'll
that's
see.
main
We'll
topic: the hidden
great
secret
topic.
of the universe,
Well, the nice thing is that people, I
which
think that
everybody
people
knows.
watch, right? I think that people don't watch for what we think our topics are going to be. I think they just watch because they like the
Come on,
banter
they
and they
watch
like what
because
we do.
they have lost the meaning in life. To watch us means you have lost total kind of meaning in your life. I
And
mean,
Dawn
who would
said
watch
hello.
us?
Hi, Dawn. Yes,
Dawn
I
was
thought.
here the whole time, and she said hello and goodbye. We didn't say hello to her at the
Hello,
beginning.
Dawn.
Hello, Dawn.
What's
That's
going
our
on?
biggest. That's the big fan we have. So Dawn is the
Yeah.
fan. And she never asks questions. Sometimes she does, and sometimes we get fans. The show that asks the most questions is the
Sean
Cigar
doesn't
Show.
ask questions, many questions. She has asked
Yeah.
most questions than any other fan.
Yeah. Well, no, if you're on the Cigar Show live, they get like, oh my
Hey, you
God.
have others. You pay for followers to come and to. We
Yeah.
don't do it here. We have
No, here,
natural,
the Cigar
organic
Show.
growth.
Yeah.
We
Wow. The Cigar Show
Vicky
doesn't
for
pay for their
president.
followers. Vicky for president. Yes, this is
Yeah.
a
Yay!
political announcement. Vicky for
ENAOC.
president.
Yes.
Actually, we should have a female president. It'd be cool.
No, you see, Dawn says because she does have a life, of course, and although she does have a life, she's here and watching us because
I know. We love Dawn.
she makes questions because the others who don't make, they're just wasting their life. They don't know what to do with their life. But she's thinking, what the hell are they talking about?
Vicky,
So
Dawn said she has a
she's
life.
using
So,
her
yeah,
brain.
she watches our show. She watches our brain. Dawn's like a real person. We
Yay.
know that. So,
She's
all
a
right,
hero.
everybody. She's our hero. There you go. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a wonderful week. We rebroadcast the show on Tuesday mornings. If you missed it at all today, why? I don't have any idea.
Yeah, and mixing
And then on
philosophy,
Monday live.
politics, art,
Everything.
love, eroticism, sex.
What was that last one? Can we go more of that?
Sex.
More sex. All right. You never have too much of that.
Every time,
Yeah.
Vic, every time she will do it, we will do it.
It's like, here you go. All right, there you go.
Oh,
Very
look,
excited.
look,
There
look.
you go.
He can
Oh,
hold himself. He wants to go to the night club
There you go.
to meet
There you go.
girls.
Be out there. Yeah. Good luck with that. All right, kids. We'll see you all next week. Everybody have a great day. Have a great week. Don't forget to subscribe and like. Leave your comments. And the three of us
Yes,
will be back.
and be
while David's
better.
sailing in the
Make yourself
Mediterranean.
better
And
to
be
make a
better.
better world.
Or not. Either way. We at the Lizard People Society can't wait to eat all of you. See you later. Cheers.